Hey everyone, this is Tim from YourSix Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix the sticky buttons on your PlayStation 5 controller. So let's go ahead and jump to the video right now. So you have a bunch of sticky buttons on your PlayStation 5 controller. I'm going to go and show you how to completely clean those off. Now, I'm going to show you how to open up the controller and take it apart. And I'm going to use this guitar pick looking object here and open up the face plate right here and remove this. Then after we have this removed, let's take off the R1 and the L1 buttons just like this. And this will be a very thorough cleaning of the controller. So let's go ahead and take off the other side here, and you can just put it in the middle of the R1 or the L button and it'll pop right off. Now there's 4 screws you want to remove, located here, here, and here. I already have those removed just for the video, so it speeds up a little bit. And then you want to unlatch it right here. So there's 2 latches. Just put a tool in between those latches and create some separation. Then using a plastic tool, go on the side here and just create some separation along the edges. So let's do it here and over here. Snap. Now let's take off the back cover here. And this should just come right off. And here's the inside of the controller. Let's remove the battery. And I'm just going to pull the wires. I'd be very careful if you're going to be doing it this way. Don't pull too hard and it should come off. So let's do that. Perfect. Now let's take off the black cover right here. And there's 1 screw in the middle. And this little ribbon at the bottom should come off as well. So right here, now let's lift this up and then detach it from the board right here. Good. So this just fell out. This is just a microphone for the controller. Let's put this to the side. Let's put that to the side. Now detach these 4 ribbon cables. So you got 2 on the side. And then the blue one on top, and the one on the bottom here. Then there might be like a little latch over here. Just press this in with your thumb, and then there's one over here as well where you disconnect the battery. And this will allow you to take out the board and flip it around just like this. And this piece may fall out on you. This is for the speaker. You can just put this to the side for now. But that would have been right here. Now there's 2 screws on the side we want to remove. So let's do that here. And then there's 2 silver screws on the top right under the touchpad we want to remove. So we've got one side here. And this should take about 15 minutes total on assembling the controller and then putting it back together. So let's remove this black one here. Almost got it undone. Perfect. Let's put this to the side, and then these 2 silver ones. And once we take out the silver buttons right here, the screws, this entire assembly should come off. And then you can gain access to the film where you can clean that, and then the actual face buttons and the D-pad. So now let's flip this back over here. And this should come off completely. Now we can move this to the side. So if you are having sticky buttons, well, you have access to the entire buttons now. So let's see, is this the D-pad side? Let's just remove this entire thing. So kind of remember how this goes here. Then you can clean off the entire D-pad. So just like this. Then here is the actual buttons over here, and I'm going to leave those in, and I'm just going to clean off the D-pad. But if something is sticking over here, you just completely remove this, and remember how they go in. So let's do the D-pad. So I have some rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to pour some into my cap, which I already did. Then get a Q-tip, soak it in here. Then you can remove the button or the D-pad, and then you can gain access to this and completely clean off the entire inside here and just do a very thorough job. Then you can do it around where the button rests in here too. Say you drop some Cheetos in there, or Doritos, or Mountain Dew. If you spill anything in here, this would be the best way to completely clean this off. Then make sure the button is upright. So it kind of has like a little latch here or a notch that will rest at the bottom here, so you know the exact way to put this in. Then put this down here on the top of it. And it doesn't really seem like there's one specific way or another to put this in. It's going to be the same regardless. Just make sure this is on here well. So that seems to be good, exactly where it is, so you can press it. Then let's say, I don't know, you're eating a bunch of Cheetos and a bunch of it got onto this film. Well, make sure this is pressed tight against the black piece on the bottom here. Then what you would want to do is clean off any kind of residue that's been sitting on here. Just go through like this with the rubbing alcohol and clean this off entirely. And then you could even use some compressed air and just blow off any kind of residue. And same thing for the inside here. Now we can reassemble this entire piece. So let's do that now. So let's get my back plate here. Flip this around. Then we're going to want to screw this back down here. So let's put this back on. So align the bottom here, so you can see where it goes with these holes here. And then we don't have to feed the thumbsticks through yet. Now let's screw the two black screws on. So let's find those and put those on the side here. So let's do that right here. And I would suggest getting a magnetic screwdriver. It makes everything so much easier. The screws just stick to the tip of your screwdriver, and it's a lot easier to screw everything in. So let's get this one in right here, screw it in. Now, if you don't disturb anything here, these pieces should still be on the back. I didn't have to remove those whatsoever, and that saves you a little bit of time. So let's put the other screw in now. But if you accidentally knocked one of those out, I can show you how to put those back in, because that clear piece and the white piece can be a little bit annoying. So let's take this out now. And it takes a little bit of effort to get this out. So if you accidentally did knock this out when you flipped it around, I'll show you how this goes in. So you got your wings here. There's going to be little latches on the bottom. You can kind of see how those would fit into these little holes. So just look at that. Put down. That's kind of how it looks like. Then this piece would rest over the top. And it's going to fall right into place. So boom, just like that. Then put the two silver screws in. Let's do that on the side here. Screw this down, get the other silver screw. Put this in, and then that one speaker does go in the middle, I believe. And when you're putting that in, you want to make sure the lettering is upright so you can read it when you're placing it in. So I just have it off to the side here, and this is magnetic. So here it is. So you can see the lettering. I can see like 46 to the side. Just put it upright like that. Then feed your thumbsticks back through. Make sure the ribbon cables on the side don't get stuck underneath this board. And then the one on the bottom here, so you should be good to go. So let's feed that through. Good, and your board should latch now on the sides here. Also, one thing I did forget was let's feed this back through. This little blue cable at the top, I didn't feed it through. So let's go ahead and just redo that here. So you have this blue little ribbon cable at the top. It needs to be fed through this little gap. So let's feed that through now. Perfect, just like that. So just be aware about that before you screw everything in. Otherwise you'll have to go back. Okay, now reconnect all those cables. So let's do that at the top here with this blue one, then the side one here, and then get the other side as well. So let's go over here, and then you got the one on the bottom as well. So let's see if I can connect this the first try. Get a good angle on it, and it should go right in. So this is good. Then get the bottom one. Okay. Now we'll take this black piece and put it back on. And align it with the screw hole in the middle here. Find the screw. Hopefully you're not losing those. And then screw it down right in the middle. And then you have that one piece right here on the side. So once you have this black piece screwed in, go ahead and put this back where it was before, and you can kind of slide in the open gap on this black piece. Should go on through and then just kind of rest in there. So just get a good angle on here and just look, and you should see where it fits. Then reconnect it to the board. And let's see if I can do this the first try too. And be careful about losing your screws from your controller. Now let's reconnect the battery, and this will only go in one way. So let's reconnect it now, and then just put it back in. So here we go, let's get a good angle here. Let's slide it in. Good. Then put it back on. Then take your back cover here. Just feed it over the triggers. And snap it on down. Then put those 4 screws back in. One here, one here, one here, and one here. And then put your R1 and L1 buttons back on. So I keep dropping everything. So here's the L1 button. Let's put it over here. This should just snap in. Same thing with the R1. So align it. And just push it down. And it should snap in on you. So here we go. Then take this face cover here, put it in the cracks, and just snap this down. Boom. And push down by the headphone jack here too. So that is how you can clean the sticky buttons from taking apart your controller on your PS5. So if this video did indeed help you out, go ahead and leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more tech help videos coming up next on YourSixStudios.